Hello, Year 9. Today we continue with standard form. If you got your exercise book, you can get yourself started today, or some piece of paper or anything like that to write on. Your title for today is standard form, and here is your starter. We've got 10 questions like usual on things that we've learned up until now at school. So go ahead and answer those questions. The answers are going to come up on the YouTube video in just a moment. So if you want to press pause, give yourself about 10 minutes to do these questions, and that would be great. All right, here you go. All right, there's the answers. Don't really know what else to say about that. There's the answers. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know. All right, so yesterday we looked at standard form, and we used standard form to write really, really big numbers without writing all of the zeros in them. Today we're going to look at how do we use standard form to write numbers but that are really, really small, that have lots of zeros at the front of them. And it's going to be almost exactly the same as yesterday. There's just one tiny, tiny little difference. So let's look at this first number. The first number is 0.00025. Now remember, in standard form, I want the number to be somewhere between 1 and almost 10. So the number 2.5 is somewhere between 1 and almost 10. So I need to see how many places does the number have to move in order for it to look like that. So if I start here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 places that it has to move. So I'm going to have 2.5 times by 10 to the power, and I'm not going to have to the power of 4, because that would mean I have to add 4 places to the right. But this time I'm going to have minus 4, because it's a really tiny number, so the negative reminds me that it's going to be a really tiny number. All right, let's try another one. We'll see if that makes any sense. So the next question is 0.046. So we want the decimal to end up between the 4 and the 6, so we can have 4.6. So let's see how many places it has to go. 1, 2. So just 2 this time. So this is 4.6 times by 10 to the power of minus 2. So very much the same as the last lesson, just a negative power to tell us that it's a small number as opposed to a positive number. All right, let's try this third example. So we've got 0.0000007. Now, if I was writing this out by myself, I'd probably forget one of those zeros. So I need to make the decimal go just after this 7. So let's see how many places it moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What a coincidence, 7. So we end up with 7 times by 10 to the power of minus 7. All right, and the last question, let's try that one as well. I need to move the decimal from right here to 1 point something. So we move 1, 2, 3, 4 places. I get 1.018 times by 10 to the power of minus 4. All right, and that is the main idea for today's lesson, writing really tiny numbers in standard form so they all have a negative power. All right, and the second example for today is what happens if we have a number that's in standard form and we have to write it as a normal ordinary number. So exactly the same as yesterday, except for these are really tiny numbers, so the decimal is going to go towards the left. The negative tells us it's going to move towards the left and make the number smaller. All right, so we've got 4.1 times 10 to the power of minus 2. So I'm going to start by writing out the number 4.1. Now I need to make the decimal go 2 places to the left. So 1, 2. And this is where my new decimal is going to be. Hopefully you can see there's going to be 1 space holder there, and then there's going to be 1 0 in the front. So the answer is going to become 0.041. So this one's only, the confusing part about this one is making sure that you put a 0 in front of your decimal as well. All right, let's try the next one. So we've got 5.33. So we need to take this decimal, and the decimal is going to make the number become 4 times smaller. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where the decimal goes, and we need 1, 2, 3 zeros and 1 at the beginning. So 0.000533. All right, let's try the next one. We've got 9.214, and we have to move everything 3 places. So we've got 1, 2, 3. This is where the decimal goes. We need 2 zeros to fill those spaces, and we need a 0 at the beginning. 0.009214. All right, hopefully this is making some sense. Hopefully. This is the last question. So we've got 2. 2 times by 10 to the power of -7. So we start with 2. 2 is a whole number, so it has a decimal at the end of it. And we're going to move everything 7 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where the decimal goes, and all of these need zeros. And then we need to make sure that we put a 0 at the start of the question as well. So we have 0.00000002. All right, so that's it for today. Your tasks today are to do very similar to yesterday. It's going to be about 20 questions, and I'll put the answers at the end so you don't have to upload anything to ePraise and you can tick them yourself. All right, have a good day.